Hey, what's up? And welcome into another episode of Vision Pros Live. I'm your show host, Jackson Callum, founder and CEO of First Class Business. And today we are hitting hard and heavy for advanced visionaries, meaning the visionaries that are ready to scale, the ones that want to turn their vision into something that can truly bless the world to the next level. We've got Alex Lopez in the house, CPA. He understands finances. He loves to help entrepreneurs with their dreams. There's just something genuine about the way that he showed up and the way that he's talking to me about matters of finance and the struggles that entrepreneurs go through. Does he have the Midas touch? I don't know yet. I'm still exploring that myself. Is he the best CFO on the planet? I don't know that, but I hope so because I'm looking for it. I'm always looking for that. And so if we can find that type of a person that can help us build our vision. I wish I remember the guest name, but one of my guests a long time ago, very, very smart guy, said the Treasury chest wins the war. It's the entity that has the most amount of funding that is able to win the war almost always. And that's true in visionary land as well. If we want to build great visions, we need great infrastructures, we need great teams. The more we can understand how to financially bring these visions to fruition, the more likely we move from what could be a pipe dream to creating an actual reality like some of the best. And so, with that, before I bring Alex back on, we've got another couple of resources. If you are struggling with health, I highly recommend checking out Journey to Wellness. Dr. Shannon Pierce and Dr. Justin Pierce, they've been friends of mine for over 8 years. They've helped three of my friends or family members that had particular cases where they felt hopeless. They couldn't find a resource that could help them. All three of them came back to me raved about what Shannon had done. So I hope that helps you if you're in a health situation. Then there's Practice Makes Permanent with Jennifer Reed. Jennifer Reed launched this business just about a year ago, but she's been training for more than 20 years in the department of the IRS. And as an executive in the IRS, you can imagine the types of bureaucracy and challenges that exist, and how do you build a culture in an environment like that? And you probably see some good, bad, and ugly take place in those environments. Well, she's turned her years of executive experience into becoming a facilitator for leadership and culture. And I hope you ask her about her personal story. I'm a big fan of working with professionals who aren't just in it because they happen to have the experience, but they've got a true reason as to why what they do matters. Bring a tissue box when you talk to Jennifer. You'll need it. Then there's the Water Project. The Water Project, it's something that I choose to have near and dear to my heart. I have never been thirsty in my life. And when I found out that there's millions of people who don't even have access to clean drinking water, I just felt like I needed to learn more about it. And so one of the cool things about the Water Project, you actually go and you select the specific tribe that you want to help. It tells you how many people it's helping. It tells you what they're building. And when you decide to donate to it, the Water Project actually updates you about the progress of said project and shows you the outcome of it. So you actually get to see the impact that you have. You may not be able to financially give right now. My request, talk about this with friends and family over dinner or over lunch or in a break room. You never know. You might talk to somebody who ends up funding an entire project, and the ripple effect of just talking about it can do so good. I've guests all the time afterwards, be like, Jackson, I'm excited to contribute to it now. So, again, no pressure on that at all, but just know that there's 8 billion people in this world to help. So, if you know of another cause that we can support, don't hesitate to drop that cause in the comments. If it's emotionally stirring for you, if you're like, man, I want Jackson to talk about this, I might do it, but I will promise you, I will look at it. If you drop a link with a cause, I will go take a look at that cause and see what we can do to possibly help out with it. And without further ado, I'm going to get back to the cause of helping every single one of you Vision Pros. So, Alex Lopez, welcome into Vision Pros Live, man.
Thank you, Jackson. I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, one of the things, if you're already listening into this episode, it might sound a little bit dark and dreary with how many people lose in the game of business. And the reality is, I grew up with, as a statistics kid, like my parents are divorced. I went through some hard stuff. Everything about statistics said I should not win and succeed in life. But how do you win and succeed when the statistics are against you? You understand the variables. You decide to do things differently than what everybody else is doing. Thank you, Mark Twain. Right? Go the opposite direction of what everybody else is up to. And that's exactly what this is about. I know that we can win as businesses. And there are people like Mark Zuckerberg, Mark Cuban, and beyond who have multiple organizations, and they just keep producing success after success after success. So when we start to learn the variables of, well, how do we use these in order to win? that unlocks the opportunity to join those types of ranks. I really believe we can do that. I think Alex does too, hence why his vision is to help so many entrepreneurs. So, Alex, I'd love for you to just speak openly to that. What thoughts do you have so far?
No, and I share your vision 100%. And one can beat the odds. I beat some odds myself, and I see it all the time in the entrepreneurs that I work with. It's so much about mindset and finding the right inspirations, discipline, principles, hard work.
Mm.
Man can change his circumstances.
I love it. Principles, Ray Dalio, right? Or As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. These are incredibly important. Mindset. We talked about it in I think the last two episodes in a row because it is probably the greatest challenge for entrepreneurs is having the mindset to then make the right decisions and have the intuition to move things forward. It's complex. It's I say business is like the human body. It's simple enough that my daughter can draw the human body as a 5-year-old, but it's complex enough that a doctor can study it for 30 years and still know they don't know the first thing about it.
Oh,
Right. And that's the marvels of it. So entrepreneurs, we've got a simple process, but it still doesn't mean it's not hard. So, Alex, I guess what drove you to care about entrepreneurs? Was this something that you got into business and the care developed over time, or did it start from a position of care? Like, what was your journey like to get here?
started as a child. I've had a fascination with entrepreneurs for as long as I can remember, really. And it started, it's somehow linked to buildings and real estate. I've always had a fascination for skyscrapers. High rises is just one of those things that I love. And I always wondered about the people, behind the construction of these magnificent structures. And that's how I effectively stumbled into real estate straight out of high school because I grew up watching these things being built between Colombia and the South Florida area. And it was just one of those things that always fascinated me. So as soon as I had an opportunity to join in on the action, this was during the previous boom back in '04, '05, if you get what I mean, right towards the end of the
Yeah.
boom. And it was go times. We were building skyscrapers left and right here in South Florida, and it was easy flowing money, and that's how I got my start in business. My first professional job was in selling and leasing real estate and buying property myself. As soon as I turned 18, I was licensed and I was in the business. Actually, working in the business before I turned 18, but got my license. And I got to work with a lot of entrepreneurs as soon as I got into the business, right? There were a lot of investors for the most part. These were people who owned businesses and they were investing in real estate or who were specifically in the real estate business. And you learn something from everybody, right? Everybody
Yes.
who's been a client, a friend, a mentor. You learn so much about their story. So that just snowballed into this fascination with what these people have done and how they view the world and what they create and how they build teams and cultures and build people up to be better than where they found them. And it's always been the case, and increasingly more so with me.
Wow. You look too young to have been working in 2004, but
I'm 40ish.
I believe you're what?
I'm 40ish.
Okay, there you are. Very good. And so that's awesome because you've got all these years of experience having looked at and seen in the real estate world. You work with business owners from all sorts of backgrounds too, and so you've had the opportunity to have mentors and people to, even if they were mentors, people who you got to watch, from a distance, even like there's a whole lot there. And you mentioned Colombia. I'm assuming you're mentioning the country of
Yeah,
Colombia. Do you speak Spanish as well?
I do.
Okay. Are you from Colombia?
Yeah, I was born and lived my childhood in an interesting place in an interesting time, Medellín, Colombia.
Medellín. Very
And
good. I got half my teams in Pereira. So right
Nice.
down the road.
It's a nice
So
city.
yes, that's huge. I love that. And I just learned the other day, I mean, I knew it was big, but I saw a statistic because of what's going on with China and the United States that there's 600 million people in Central and South America, which is almost double the amount of people that live in the United States. The markets, the opportunities for helping businesses, that means there's just as many businesses
Oh yeah.
outside of the United States or North America as there are down in South America. There's so much opportunity to make an impact and to be able to help people. And so I take it you speak Spanish fluently
Yeah. It's my first language.
as well. Oh man, that's awesome. So yeah, you got some major unfair advantages with what you're up to. Alex, as we wrap up today, one, I'd love to invite you back. I'd love to dive deep in some type of business subject. We'll put that together. Two, I'd love to invite you to our Spanish podcast, Oportunidades Latinas, opportunities for Latinos.
Love that.
And man, I think there's some really cool things ahead for both of us on the vision world. So
Yeah, absolutely. Love that. Likewise.
awesome. Well, Vision Pros, those of you listening in, if you want to be on the show and share your vision, you don't have to have 20 years of experience. You can be brand new at what you're up to. You can have a concept. What we're looking for is people who are humble, people who have honesty in what they're up to. We're also then those who are more experienced. We are looking for that expertise. Like, are you really qualified to talk about what it is? But there's a button that says "Be Our Guest." Click on that. Book your show time. Come and be with us. Before we leave today, Alex, if this was your last chance to talk to visionaries or let's say entrepreneurs, what would be the final word of wisdom you'd leave them with?
Take the time now, whether that is the early phase that you might be in or whether you are at an advanced stage in your business, but take the time now to build the system that's going to get you where you need to be. You don't want to wait a day more than you have to, because the amount of pain and suffering that you will avoid by prioritizing that today will far exceed the cost of just getting it out of the way. And I'm talking about systems and processes. The image is your friend. You
Yes,
mentioned
it is.
Michael Gerber earlier. Read that piece. It will change your life. Especially if you own a business, it will change your life.
I love that. Alex, thank you. It honors what we did this morning. My team and I are working on a massive system right now, and I've been tinkering with it for a couple of years on and off. And we decided this last month in January of 2026, the team decided, Jackson, get your butt together, get it all together and go build this thing. We have to build it. So we spent from 8:30 in the morning until 1 p.m. today, going through the mechanics of systems. And I can tell you what Alex is talking about is super important. It's one of the reasons why people love this show, is because the system for the show itself is built super, super well. And I can tell you when we break it, our people let us know that we broke it. It's a major headache. So it is so important to build systems for scale. That's how we serve more and more people. So Alex, again, thanks for all the wisdom today. Vision Pros, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for being here today. I'm really happy that you tuned in to Vision Pros Live. I'm looking forward to seeing your reactions as these episodes continue to move forward. This is going to get more and more fun. We'll have more and more engagement as well. We'll invite people to participate in the show. And thank you for giving us your time and attention. Have an excellent time building out your vision and becoming a Vision Pro yourself.